Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Super excited to be with you guys. Happy Motivational Monday. I hope you are super excited and pumped up for this coming week. And so for today's topic, I want to talk to you a little bit different. Since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I want to talk to you about the 5 love languages. And the reason why I want to talk to you about this topic is because it is very important. If you are married, if you are in a relationship, knowing your significant other's love language is crucial. It can prevent you from having many miscommunications, many arguments, many disbeliefs. You know, this is something that I've been practicing maybe for about the past 6 months, and I truly believe that it has helped me understand my spouse a lot better. Not only understand him a lot better, but understand myself and where I come from. And so if you're not familiar with the 5 love languages, I want to share them with you today. So the first one is words of affirmation. The second one is physical touch. The third one is receive gifts. The fourth one is quality time. And the fifth one is acts of service. So I came across a topic on the radio a few months ago, maybe like 3 months ago, and they were talking about this topic. And at that time, I was having a very difficult time with my spouse, understanding him, and kind of questioning the kind of person he is and what type of love language he uses. And so I came across this topic in the perfect moment. It helped me realize a lot of things in my relationship, and it helped me truly discover what my love language is. And so words of affirmation are more words of encouragement, like telling your significant other, you know, you're so smart, you're so wise, I am so blessed to have you as my husband, I love the way you do this, I love the way you do that, you are so good at doing this. Those are words of affirmation. So whenever you tell a person words of affirmation and it's their particular love language, that's a way of letting your spouse know that you love them. The other one is physical touch. This is a person who constantly loves to be held, to be hugged, to be kissed. You know, a kiss in the forehead means a lot. You know, you're watching a movie and you love to cuddle, things like that. It doesn't necessarily need to be sex. It just has to be some kind of physical touch. And when that person is physically touched, then that person feels loved and feels wanted. Okay, the third one, which is receiving gifts, the person feels appreciated and feels loved and feels good when that significant other gives some form of gift. It's like you are telling that person that you're caring for this person, or that you remembered this person if you were shopping or anything. A person might feel loved just by receiving a gift. And the fourth one is quality time. You know, a person who enjoys quality time, meaning that you are centered on that person, focused on that person. You know, you don't have any distractions. You are just spending quality time with that person. The fifth one, acts of service, is, you know, telling or asking a person or your significant other, would you like for me to help you wash the dishes? Would you like for me to help you do this? You know, it just shows the person that you care about how they feel and whatever they might be going through, right? And so acts of service might be love language for you, you know. And so it's very important for you to let your significant other know what your love language is, because sometimes our significant other can be using a different love language that just doesn't get to us. It doesn't really, I mean, we do care about it, but it doesn't impact us in a way. It would be our particular love language. I don't know if I'm making sense, but marriage, it is crucial that you learn how to balance all of these. Because marriage is selfless. Marriage means, you know, not thinking about yourself, but thinking about your significant other. But knowing your love language, or knowing your significant other's love language, impacts their life. It makes a difference in their life. And so I want to share with you a little bit about my story and my love language. You know, by no means people criticize, you know, people criticize other people's love language, and I think it's just different for everybody. We shouldn't criticize, you know, people like to receive gifts, you know, and many people think that's something bad. Many people think, oh, like she's a gold digger, or she's interested in just money, you know, and we're all different. Like, we should really respect whatever the other person wants or believes or makes them feel good, you know. And so I want to share my love language with you, you know, just to give you an idea and share a little testimony that is hopefully going to inspire you to find your love language, communicate it with your significant other, and talk with your significant other about their love language. It can, like I said, it can prevent so many fights, so many miscommunications. You know, sometimes we have the wrong perspective about our spouse or our partner because we don't communicate and we don't let them know what our love language is. So it's crucial for you as a person to know what it is. My love language is physical touch. I love to cuddle. I am just a cuddle person. If I'm watching a movie, I like my husband to hug me. I like my husband to give me a kiss on the forehead. Doesn't necessarily need to be sex. I just love to feel his touch. And this is something different for everybody, you know, but you know, there was many times in my relationships felt a little bit awkward, like, oh, I'm always on top of him, or maybe I bug, like just like wanting to watch a movie and holding his hand. Maybe that's too much. And so I questioned myself a lot, and for many times I kept pushing myself away and saying, I am not going to be this type of person. I don't want to overwhelm him. I don't want to be, you know, that annoying wife that is just always like behind their husband, you know. And I had that perception until I listened to this sermon on the radio. I was able to understand why I kept acting like that, you know. And so I had to communicate that with my spouse and let him know, hey, well, you know, this is my love language, this is the way I feel, you know, this is why I do this when we're watching movies. And so it brought a lot of things into our consciousness, and we were able to understand a lot of things. For example, my spouse's love language is words of affirmation. He loves it when I just, you know, congratulate him for something he's done, or whenever I recognize something, whenever I value a work that he's doing. That makes him feel good. And so just knowing that makes a relationship so much stronger, and you're able to choose your battles wisely. And so I want to leave this with you guys today. You know, if you're watching this video and you have a significant other, especially if you're married, this is so important, because sometimes we don't understand and we're trying to change our partner. We're trying to, you know, change them into something they're not. And we're just thinking, oh, I wish he was like this. I wish he would do this, you know. And all it takes is simple communication. If we would just communicate, we would be preventing so many fights in our marriage. And so I go more towards marriages because marriages are very difficult. This is my second marriage and it's very hard. But it's about being intentional. Communication is being intentional. And so when you're done watching this video, go with your significant other and ask, when do you mostly feel loved by me? And this is gonna help you understand what their love language is. They might respond, I like it when you tell me words of affirmation, or whenever you tell me I did something good. When you ask that question to your significant other, just make sure you pay attention to their reaction, to their response. I guarantee it's going to help you live a better intentional life through your marriage or whatever relationship you're going through.